What's going on, guys? I'm here again, and today I got a very cool product to show you. Today we're taking a look at a video doorbell. This is the Greet Pro from Zmodo, and this is one of the best doorbells that I've seen in a while. Now this does have a 1080p video, 180-degree viewing angle, and it's compatible with 2.4 as well as 5 gigahertz networks. As far as some of the features, guys, it does have the option to share with multiple users, access on demand. That means you can view your camera at any time, not just when the doorbell rings. As far as the notifications, you do get push notifications directly to your device, so you can answer when someone rings the doorbell, and you do have two-way communication with that person. As far as the viewing angle, guys, it's ridiculous. 180 degrees horizontal angle. You can also digitally pan to see your viewer no matter where they're standing. I did mention it is 1080p HD, guys. A very cool picture, crisp video that you can make out what's going on in front of your door. And last but not least, it is IP51 certified, so it does give you protection from water as well as dust. So in today's video, we're going to do a quick unboxing. We're also going to set up the app, show you how to get connected to your Wi-Fi, also check out some of the features, check out the night vision, and just see how it performs overall. So here's the packaging of the Zmodo Greet Pro smart doorbell, of course. Plain brown box, as they usually do. On the back, they do have some information, some of the specs. So go ahead and pause the video if you need more time with the specs. Let's go ahead and open it up. So first of all, we do have the instruction or quick start guide, and this covers everything, guys. The different hardware that's inside of the package, how to install it, how to set up the app. But we're going to cover that in a little bit. So this is for the cloud service, guys, so you can go ahead and sign up for their premium service, which holds your footage a little bit longer, but the free service, you do get it up to 36 hours. Here's our sticker. So basically this will go on your window. It is backwards, but once you paste it in your window, it will be placed correctly and will tell you that you are protected by Zmodo. So we do have a drill bit, and this is for concrete. So this is a combo Phillips head screwdriver, and also has an Allen head on the end. I'll show you what this is used for a little bit later. And last but not least, here's the handle. So all you have to do, put that in there, you're good to go, and switch it around, and you can go ahead and get your hardware mounted. So this is actually a voltage regulator, guys. This is optional for your setup. So if you guys are hearing interference on your doorbell, whether it rings or just altogether, you'll need to install this on your system. So for my research, I found out that this mostly happened to your digital doorbells, not your analog ones. If you're not experiencing any issue, there's no need to go ahead and install the voltage regulator. So we do have our hardware kit. We have some screws in here. Let me go ahead and open it, get it all on the box for you. So these are the screws and the anchors for when you drill your hole. You just place it in the hole on the wall, and then you can screw it in. That way you can anchor it with no issues. It also comes with these lock screws, and these are what the Allen key is meant for, guys. This is actually to secure your doorbell on the housing, and I'll show you how that works in a little bit. So we do have the doorbell here, and below the doorbell we do have a level which they included in the package, and I'll show you where to put that for the installation. Alright, so first impression, guys, this feels pretty premium. Feels like it's made of aluminum. Nice quality, gray, kind of rubbery on the back. It is IP51, so it does provide you some dust and water resistance, I should say. So on the side, you do have your speakerphone. You have the bell right here. You have a ring light around it. You have an LED here, and your microphone right here. Like I said, this feels pretty premium. Nice glossy finish right here at the top. This feels like a hard aluminum all the way around, and on the back, of course, is nice and rubbery. As I mentioned before, this is IP51, so it should give you some dust protection as well as water protection. This is where you secure the actual doorbell onto your mounting bracket, and to get the bracket off, all you have to do is just slide down and it comes right off. So these two screws, this is where you'll hook up your wires from the existing doorbell. And from what I was reading on the Zmodo website, it doesn't matter which direction it goes, as long as the contacts are being made with the wiring. And of course, you'll see that during the installation. So I went ahead and added power to the doorbell just to demonstrate how to pair it to the application. It is flashing green right now, which means it's ready to pair. I also downloaded the Zmodo application to my Note 8, and let's go ahead and launch it right now. So once you launch the app, you will see the plus buttons in the top right of your screen. Just click on that and click on Zinc, click Next, tap here to begin, and it will take into your Wi-Fi settings, guys. We're looking to connect to our camera, which is the ZMD_SAP. Click on that and just give it a second for it to connect. It will say this is not a stable network, which is what we're looking for. There it is. So once you see that pop up, guys, hit dismiss, then just back out. And in the app, we're going to select our Wi-Fi. Mine is on the devices. Once it's selected, if it's asked for the password, just click on it and then click the plus button below. Waiting for connection. This might take a few moments. So mine took about 45 seconds or so, but I noticed on the doorbell, guys, it is still flashing green, but at some point it will turn blue, and that's how you know that pairing is underway. So there it is. And there's the pop-up. So when you get this pop-up, guys, what you need to do is just give your device a name. I'm going to name mine front door. Also give it a password and you're good to go. So once it's added, go ahead and refresh the page and the camera should now show up. And let's go ahead and check out the live view. All right, so put my hand over the camera. You'll see there's a slight delay. That was in front of the camera. Second one is above the camera. Pretty good so far. So one thing you'll notice as well is that you can pan this camera at the angle. So let's go ahead and we'll swipe it over a little bit. So just swiping left and right on my screen will move the camera, and this is just in this orientation, and I'll show you guys how the full screen looks a little bit later. Now let's go ahead and we'll test out the ring. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually hook it up on my house. I'm going to take out the old doorbell, and I can't wait to see how it looks. So let's go ahead and jump into the installation outside. Okay, so let's go to the live view, go to the options there. So this is just how it displays on my phone. Pretty cool. Uses the gyroscope, so you can go ahead and rotate it left and right. Or you can just go ahead and swipe it with your fingers. And you can zoom in and zoom out as well, guys. Zoom out. This will show you the full view. You flip it to landscape, it will show you the full view as well. Let me go back to portrait. A couple important things, guys. Bottom left, you can see there's a HD highlighted right now, but you can go to standard definitions. All you have to do is click on the HD button, and you can see it's a lower quality picture. Not sure why you would want to use that. Maybe if you have a bandwidth cap or something like that, or your network, so maybe there's an advantage there, but I'll just leave it at high definition. You can see the picture looks a lot better. So below that, you do have the option to record. It is currently recording. You can see at the top right, and if you click the record button again, we'll just go ahead and save it for you. Same thing with a snapshot. You can go ahead and just snap it. We'll go ahead and save it. You can tap to talk, so you can hold this button. Hello, what are you doing at my door? And you do have the option to mute the audio playback. And at the bottom right, this is a playback option, and this is for your premium service as well, guys. So you can see, you can pan and zoom, and it tells you how to do everything, trim and cut. Gives you a little tutorial, but it does require a subscription. There's one more tab, and if you slide all the way out, you do have an exposure adjustment, guys. So let's click on that, and you can turn it all the way up. Give it a second, the picture will get brighter. You can see it's really bright right now. So maybe that's your preference, but maybe that's your preference, but that's a little bit too much exposure for me. Let me slide it down. Maybe a little bit more. It's kind of tricky to where the sun is right now, guys. All right, so that right there looks fine to me. So cool that they do have that option within the application. Also, they do have a web app, guys, that you can view your devices from your web browser, as you can see right now. And you do have the option to have these adjustments carry over real time. So let's go back to my exposure, and I'm just going to turn it all the way up, and you should see it adjust in the web interface here in a little bit. So there it goes. Swipe it back down and just give it a second. And here we go, perfect. Now while we're here in the web app, guys, they do have a couple options. So you can view your notifications here, you can share the device, and you can view your settings. You do have the adjustment for your speaker, turn it up and down. You can also pause it and go full screen. But let's go to our settings first. You can see some of the same options here: notifications, your microphone, your night vision. You can also do a schedule, notification settings. That's on the general. And then you have different options right here. Device ID, I'll probably go ahead and block that out. Device name, version, time zone, also the password option right there. All right, so you can see microphone's on, Chime is on. So basically when someone rings the bell, you will get the notification on your phone. So within here, you can also share it. So I wanted to share it to a friend, a family member, a husband, wife. You can go ahead and do that. If you add accessories to it, I know there's a ringer that you can add to this, guys. Put it in a different room, and that way you won't miss a notification. Okay, ring alert. So you can go ahead and set different times. You can turn it off completely. Voice message. So this is pretty handy, guys. So basically this is a message that someone will receive at your door if you're unable to come to the door right now. So I wouldn't put a message saying that I'm not home, because it's just a giveaway to break in the house. But I would say something like, hey, this is Triple M, I cannot get to the door right now, leave a message, or something like that. Next, you have your motion detection settings. So you can change the sensitivity. If you go to all, it will start picking up everything from the trees blowing in the wind. You can also set it to people, which is the extreme low, and this will only get notification if someone is physically right there at your doorbell. So I just left in the middle. That way, if something's going on around the doorbell, I will still get the notification. Below that, you do have the option to choose a detection area. So let me click on this. Very important, guys. So here's the live feed right now. Let's say I only wanted to monitor this half. I can go ahead and start dragging this out. There we go. I can save it right there if I wanted to, and basically that would just monitor this highlighted portion. So if something's going on to the right side, motion or something, that won't be alerted on your system. So I'm going to leave mine as is, but you do have that option if you want to narrow down where you get your notification for your motion detection. Okay, night vision has a couple options: always off, auto, always on. Right now it's on automatic. Basically when it gets dark enough, it will go ahead and chip in automatically. Sensitivity, you can change it up and down as well, and this is how dark or how light it gets. Higher sensitivity means that vision is more easily triggered. All right, so that was your night vision. You do have the cloud service. I do not have a paid subscription as of yet, but they do have an option for you to get a free trial, and they do have different plans if you guys are interested in that. But last but not least, you have your device settings, and this is just the volume settings. Turn it up and turn it down, just based on your preference.
Keep the Triple M, please. Do you have the NVIDIA shield? Okay, I'll come back tomorrow.
So as you can see from the previous video, I was able to easily recognize the face of the person that came to the door. And the good thing about that is not only does it record when someone rings the bell, but it also records a short footage whenever it detects motion. So pretty cool. So as you can see, this is a video right here. This is a pizza delivery. This was downloaded from the actual DVR and the cloud. So pretty decent footage, even though it wasn't a direct stream. And same thing right here with the Amazon delivery guy, just the downloaded DVR. So that's another cool feature of this system. You can grab your footage download it, even if you don't have the premium subscription. So that's it for this video, guys. Please drop a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this system. If you have any specific questions, drop them in the comment section below as well. I try to do a very thorough review, so if I miss anything, definitely let me know. So big shout out to Zmodo for sending this out to me as well, and I will be putting a link in the description where you can purchase it. I believe it's $179 right now, but if you use the coupon code in the description, you'll get a 20% discount. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.